Hello, these are the exercises for Chapter 3, Section 2. The 80th percentile of the distance students drive to commute to college is 12.4 miles. What does this mean? This means that 80% of the students drive less than or equal to 12.4 miles, and that 20% of the students drive more than 12.4 miles. The next exercise is on the next page. And the exercise starts with another student scored 73 on the biology final and 74 on the statistics final. And it's referring to this information from the example above it. So on the final exam scores for a biology course, they have a mean of 79 and a standard deviation of 5. The final exam scores for a statistics course have a mean of 82 and a standard deviation of 7. So then a student scored 73 on the biology exam and 74 on the statistics exam. So just kind of a summary, because I kind of keep everything organized. For biology, they have a mean mu of 79. They have a standard deviation sigma of 5, and the actual score is 73. For stats, the mean mu was 82. Sigma is a standard deviation, and that is 7. And the score on the statistics final is 74. So now, with the question relative to the rest of the students, on which exam did the student do worse or scored lower? So amongst the other students in the class, how did the student fare? Okay, so we're going to go through and find our z-score, and the z-score is going to be x minus mu over sigma. So in the biology case, it will be 73 minus 79 over 5. So negative 6 over 5, which is a negative 1.2. For the statistics z-score, it's going to be, again, x minus mu divided by sigma. So we have 74 minus 82 divided by 7. 74 minus 82 is a negative 8 divided by 7. And you get about, this is an approximation, negative 1.14. So that means that on the biology exam, a 73 is 1.2 standard deviations below the mean. Okay, so this 1.2 is the distance away from the mean, and this negative indicates whether it's above or below. And because it's negative, it's going to be below the mean. On the stats final, a 74 is 1.14 standard deviations below the mean. So with this question, how many standard deviations from the mean was the student's biology score? So again, the actual distance of how many standard deviations away it was is going to be this 1.2. How many standard deviations from the mean was the student's statistics score? It's going to be 1.14. So if we have a score and we are further away, then that's going to be lower. Okay, because it's further away below the mean, so that means relative to the other students, it is the lower score amongst the other colleagues, other students, their classmates. So this student scored lower on the biology exam relative to the rest of the students because it was further below the mean. So again, this is the distance, and 1.2 below the mean is further below the mean than 1.14 is below the mean.